In Yu-Gi-Oh! And in life, we're taught not to play with our food. You spend too long as a child fiddling with your peas, and you find yourself solemn struck out of dessert for the evening. You mess around comboing when you have lethal on board, and find out that Nibiru tastes just as bad as it looks. Tough lessons, but they're a part of growing up. Another part of growing up is learning that rules were made to be broken, and today, we're looking at a cadre of cards as interested in eating you as they are beating you. Malicevorous, a collection of vicious little freaks armed with kitchen utensils that served as the minions and primary archetype of the recurring antagonist number 96, the character version of number 96 Dark Mist. 96 is a number parallel to Astral, the Pharaoh Atem counterpart to Yuma Tsukumo in the series Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. I won't spoil the show, because after this, you guys are going to be rushing to start Zexal right away. Hey, it gets good after 50 episodes, trust me. 96 is a devious and incredibly powerful adversary, so his minions should be equally as intimidating, right? Well, let's take a look. The Malicevorous archetype consists of 3 main deck monsters and primarily centers around special summoning level 2s, which, as number 96 Dark Mist requires 3 level 2s as materials, is helpful for bringing the body of their master into the world. We begin with the first monster, Malicevorous Knife. This is a level 2 Dark Fiend effect monster with 600 attack, 100 defense, and the effect. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one Malicevorous monster in your graveyard, except Malicevorous Knife. Special summon that target. This is your go-to normal summon, as most versions of this deck take advantage of cards like Sprite Sprind to send to grave other Malicevorous monsters to summon off Knife. This card plays nicely with the wide variety of level 2 Fiend support, and, technically, has no once per turn restriction. But before you jump to buy out double summon on TCG Player, let's explore some other options. The card art is classic Fiend, classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Just a nasty little dude who wants to take all of his problems out on you, and you're gonna let him. The second monster in the archetype is Malicevorous Spoon, a level 2 Dark Fiend with 100 attack and 500 defense. We'll come back to that later in the video. And the effect: when a Malicevorous monster with a different name is normal or special summoned to your side of the field, except during the damage step, you can target one level 2 Fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. Its effects are negated, and then you can only use this effect of Malicevorous Spoon once per turn. This card is about as good as Extension gets in this archetype. Remarkably, Spoon allows you to target any level 2 Fiend. It doesn't have to be a Malicevorous monster. So cards like Caligo Clawcrow and Infernal Prodigy are perfectly viable targets. One of your key cards in turboing out 96. The shimmer off that Spoon looking like a Smash Bros. Home run bat is enough to have me steering clear. The final dedicated Malicevorous monster and card is Malicevorous Fork, a level 2 Dark Fiend effect monster with 400 attack and 400 defense and the effect. You can send one other Fiend type monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. Where did all of this generic support come? Incredible. A Monster Mash style deck jamming as many fiendish dudes as possible to pitch and summon back off Knife and Spoon is definitely capable of ending on a turn 1 Dark Mist more often than not. But you might be asking, why would I even want to do that? Who is this guy that sends cutlery to do his bidding? Number 96 Dark Mist is a rank 2 Dark Fiend Xyz monster with 100 attack, 1000 defense, requires 3 level 2 monsters, and has the effect: once per battle during either player's turn, when an attack is declared involving this card and an opponent's monster, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, have the attack of the opponent's monster, and if you do, this card gains that same amount of attack. That's right, it's a rank 2 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. In its defense, it can activate in response to an opponent's attack. So this guy has a little more versatility going first. But what's our channel motto here on Faker YGO? This guy dies to fissure. Embarrassing. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more rough use of 3 monsters on field. As intimidating as he looks, he's just a little guy after all. Don't make him mad though, because our boy has an evolved form. Like so many of the number Xyz monsters, 96 has a chaos form. Number C96 Dark Storm is a rank 3 Dark Fiend Xyz monster with 1000 attack, 1000 defense, requires 4 level 3 monsters, and has the effect: this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, all battle damage you take from battles involving this card is also inflicted to your opponent. If this card has number 96 Dark Mist as Xyz material, it also gains this effect. Once per battle during either player's turn, when an attack is declared involving this card and the opponent's monster, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, the attack of the opponent's monster becomes 0, and if it does, this card gains attack equal to the original attack of the opponent's monster. Now, The summoning condition is unreasonable and ridiculous and not even possible with the Malicevorous cards, so typically you're using a rank up card like Rank Up Magic Numeron Force to turn Dark Mist into Dark Storm. Admittedly, this freaky Tindangle adjacent fiend is significantly harder to remove via battle, but his protection is so obviously telegraphed that no opponent would ever run into him during the battle phase. What are you going to do? Force your opponent to attack you? The fact that your opponent also takes the damage is hilarious. You're not getting away without taking the damage. You're just gonna share the love. Oh, and also, Dies to Fissure, still remarkable. Here's a deck profile for something resembling Sprite Malicevorous Turbo. You're playing all the dark sprites to have more targets off of Allure of Darkness. Infernal Prodigy and Clawcrow are both dark level 2 fiends with special summon conditions, so they can activate your sprites, extend off your boys, and are of course Allure targets. Rank Up Magic Numeron Force is used to turn 96 into C96, but honestly doesn't come up much. Sprind can send a Malicevorous to grave to summon off Knife, and Master King Archfiend is a hilarious card that pays 500 life points during your standby phase, and foolishes a fiend with attack or defense equal to the amount of life points that you pay. Spoon has 500 defense. Terrible. This deck can make a fat Zeus though, and has a lot of material to SP off of Masquerena. You probably could play Underworld Goddess in here too, I don't know. Is this the best thing that you could put Sprite in? Probably not. Was number 96 a bigger faker than I am? Probably. But if comedic visual effect and heart matter for anything, at least in that arena, Malicevorous gets a strong 5 out of 5. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Consider becoming a channel member if you want to promote more videos like whatever this was. And remember to wash behind your ears.